So, you're single. People around you often say you should have a partner, as if there's something wrong with this decision. But the truth is, many people who stay single aren't avoiding love, and it's not because they can't find anyone. In fact, they're avoiding the wrong life. And when you look deeper, you realize their psychology isn't weak or incomplete. They're actually some of the strongest, clearest, and most self-aware people out there. Let's break down the real reasons, the ones hidden beneath the surface. 1. They don't confuse chemistry with compatibility. A lot of people rush into relationships because something feels right for a week. But single people who choose to stay single? They look past the spark. They'd rather wait than pretend. They care about patterns, values, emotional safety. They know a relationship isn't just about how it begins. It's about whether it can survive real life. 2. They understand the cost of peace. Some people fear silence, but those who stay single long-term have learned to recognize what drains them and what centers them. Their peace isn't an accessory, it's a boundary, and they won't sacrifice it just to say they have someone. 3. They carry wisdom from old wounds. Not everyone becomes single by choice. Some walked away from betrayal, chaos, or love that wasn't love at all. When you rebuild yourself from pieces, you don't hand your heart to anyone who just asks nicely. You trust slowly. You choose carefully. You guard your healing the way others guard their valuables. 4. They actually enjoy their freedom, not pretend to. A lot of people say they like being alone, but what they really mean is, I tolerate it. Single people who are genuinely content, they thrive in their independence. They like eating alone, traveling alone. They like choosing their schedule, their space, their direction. It's not loneliness, it's autonomy, and it feels honest. 5. They don't chase temporary attention. They think long-term. They're not impressed by midnight texts, vague promises, or almost relationships. If something feels shallow, unstable, or performative, they step back. Because they know one night of excitement can cost weeks of emotional recovery. Depth matters more than instant gratification. They want depth. They want connection that feels real. And until they feel that, they'd rather choose nothing than choose wrong. 6. Their standards come from experience, not fantasy. They've seen what unhealthy relationships look like, maybe in their own life, maybe in the lives around them. They stay away from jealousy, manipulation, dependency, silent resentment. Instead of repeating a pattern, they break it. Patience becomes their protection. 7. They're focused on building a life, not filling a gap. Some people date because they're bored. Single people who stay single, they're studying, healing, traveling, grinding, creating. They know the right person won't interrupt their growth. They'll align with it. They're not avoiding love. They're preparing for something real. 8. They love deeply, which is exactly why they don't love lightly. People misunderstand this the most. Those who stay single aren't emotionally cold. They're the opposite. They feel intensely, they care wholeheartedly. And that kind of heart can't be given to someone who treats connection like a convenience. They're careful because they know their love has weight. So if you're single, by choice or circumstance, remember this. You're not behind. You're not difficult. You're not too much or too picky. You're someone who knows yourself well enough to wait for a love that feels safe, or to build a life that feels meaningful even without it. If this spoke to something in you, you already know why. And I'm curious, are you single because you choose it, or because life changed you along the way? If this hit home, subscribe. We explore the psychology behind quiet people, deep thinkers, and untold stories every day.